All right. Thanks for stopping by. So I got the shower tin up. I just tied it to a tree. It works. I got my shower. I feel fresh and clean. Can't do it this way in the desert, can you? There's no trees to tie it to. But it's easy up, easy down this way. And we don't have to worry about strong winds up here. The trees kind of block the winds. And this worked. Worked fine. I'll take you on a bike ride here in just a minute. I want to ride down to the established campground, ride through that loop, see what the campsites look like down there, and see what the cost is for the established campground. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's walk back down to that grave. I want to show you the headstone on it. It is a pet grave. So it looks like someone has taken a Sharpie and written Silka Dog on there and the date, but the date's faded off. I think it said 2019, but this grave looks too fresh for that. But it must have been a place that was special to the pet and the pet owner, so they came out here to bury the pet. Okay, let's go get on the bike and take a ride. Well, it's closed. Looks like we're too early. I guess it opens 1st of May. That's probably what's going on. But it's apparently a large campground with 3 different campground loops. I was just looking at it on the satellite map. This is the road we came in from. Let's take the road back down this direction and let's go on down to where the cattle gate is, and there's some other primitive campsites down here. Here's our closest neighbor. This guy tent camping here. And this is about a quarter of a mile from our campsite. Wow, it's so empty now. We got here on Saturday. This place was packed down here. And we started noticing on Sunday all of the campers leaving, and they vacated. We could take our pick now. But I'm not going to move because this campsite is right up against the private land. There's a fence in the back there at the tree line. And it's just too close to the road. It's just right here. So that's just like 10 yards off this dirt road. And a pickup truck came by and it dusted me out. So starting here at the cattle gate, all the way down this 1-lane dirt road is other primitive campsites, but it's the same thing. They're right up against the road. So I think we got lucky picking the site we did. It was the only one available, and we are further off the road. So we don't have to worry about so much dust clouds coming up every time a car goes by. But it's so much quieter here today than over the weekend. What a perfect day. I think we're going to have a high of 75 today, a light breeze, about 50 degrees tonight for a low. No rain in sight for the next 5 days, but it is going to get colder on Thursday and Friday. Now, according to the map, there should be another entryway into the established campground down here to the left. We'll just ride through to see if this gate's open down here, or even if there is a gate. This is it here. Yep, gate's closed. We'll still go check it out. Oh, so it looks like there is another little campsite here to the right. You could drive in right there. But again, it's not a great site. Right on the road. There's the fire pit. It's a large site. I mean, you could park onto the back here to avoid the traffic. Not bad. I mean, if it was the only one available, yeah, I would have taken it. All right, let's start heading back. I'm kind of feeling something's going on with my rear brake. So I want to get back and tinker on that. Yeah, something's definitely wrong with my brake. I can squeeze the lever and it won't even move. So I'll pull off up here at this corner. So look at this, my fender broke. I had to bungee it up to keep it off of the tire. It broke here and it fell down and went under the wheel, and I drove over it and it bent this and it bent this thing around the brake cable. So now I'm gonna have to readjust the brakes. Look at that. It's a little crooked. Okay, so we only got less than a mile to go. So I'll tinker on it when I get back to camp. Okay, so good thing I had that bungee with me, or I'd have been carrying the fender in one hand, I guess. So the fender, it went forward and I ran over it with the wheel. It went all the way forward. And so what's happened, I don't have any rear brakes now, because when this went forward, it went over the rear brake and it bent that to where the rear brake won't move now. So I got a lot of tinkering to do. We'll get it fixed. Okay, so when the fender went forward, it went all the way under the tire and I ran over it. You can see the skid marks. Yeah, it was almost a disaster, but it broke off right here. So I think I'm just going to work on the brake first and then we'll get the fender figured out. I can live without the fender, but I can't live without the brakes. Okay, so after about an hour, here's what I've done. I can no longer mount the fender into, what is it? This thing somewhere right in here. Can't do that anymore. So I've just brought these little fender brackets, I guess, wrapped them around, and it holds. It holds. And that's it. The other's just stuck down here. And just the tension of the thing holds it on. So that's what I'm gonna roll with for a while. And I've got the rear brake working again. It just took some adjustments, but you know, I'd rather have a fully functioning brake than a fully functioning fender. I mean, it functions. It's just wrapped around. See, it's on there. It's just sometimes you do what you got to do. So let's wrap it up by showing you that I have cut another full-size piece of Reflectix to go in the front windshield. You know, summer's coming and I needed that completely buttoned up to keep it cooler in the van. Until next time, take care, be well, and smash the bell.